What's going on, guys? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing for some stuff that my wife got me for the mini campers. Now this is just me personally, but when I go camping, especially when I got the plywood pallets here, I like to go minimal, as little as possible. So the less I got to put up and the less I got to take down, the better. Especially with the way I camp, it's usually just 1 or 2 nights, so I don't want to put a bunch of stuff up. So let me show you some of the stuff that I use when I go camping, and we'll get into some of the new stuff that the missus bought me to take camping. Now the first thing I want to show you that she got me is something that after last weekend's camping trip, which didn't record any footage for, I'm super sorry about that. But it was just, we went out, it was a family thing. My niece is a recording artist, and she released her new single. I will put that in the description if y'all want to look it up. But she was performing at a campground in Cherokee, so we went out to support her. Didn't shoot a whole lot of footage, didn't shoot any video. So it was just a low-key family thing. But on that camping trip, I did figure out one thing that I really liked having this first item here. And what it is a little area rug to put in front of your camper. And this one my wife found and got for me, so let's open it up and see what it looks like. I guess that's a carry bag, I have no idea. And these are like a plastic or PVC for campers and camping and RVing that you can put down and clean off real easy. But I found that this thing was invaluable, especially that weekend I was sitting up in the rain. So she bought me this one, and yeah, I think that's gonna work pretty darn good. So that's what you do, you just lay it out in front of your camper, stake it down, keeps from getting crud and all kind of other stuff in your camper. That's a pretty nifty pickup there. Put you right there. Alright, let me clean this up and we'll move on to the next thing. Alright, another thing she got me, just kind of out of the blue, very handy, which is some kind of small or collapsible folding table for your camp. And you know, it's good for your grill, all your whatever you're going to have at your camp, just somewhere to work. And the first one she got me was this really cool, just like a folding table, like accordions out and sets up. Super easy, super quick. I'm not going to set it up now, but if I have a picture, I'll put a picture up somewhere. But nice little folding table, great, throw up, pack up, hit the road, really convenient, really nice. The next thing I got is another table, but I didn't know she was getting me this table. The table is super handy. I don't know where to put the camera to show it all. Let me just open it, set it up, and we'll do it that way. Alright, this is what I believe to be the perfect size table for camping. And not only that, it's got a sink in it. It's where you put your faucet, your drain and all that. You just hook it up to your water supply or wherever you're camping. Ba-boom, got a sink. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Gonna be super handy on the road trips. Now that is what I call a super handy setup. I'll tell you what, my wife got me so much cool stuff for the mini camper and some road trips. I kind of think she wants me to take off and go camping. Ew. Another piece of gear that I like having when I go camping, of course, is a cooler of some type, because I don't have one of the small little refrigerators. So I'll either take the little small Yeti, or I have a bigger Orca cooler, and that's usually the one that I take. So another piece of equipment I really like taking, especially if I don't have access to power, my little Honda or excuse me, Honda, my knockoff Honda, my Craftsman 2500i inverter generator. This thing is absolutely invaluable if you're in an area that is just roasting hot and you want to run the AC, you want to run your lights, you want to run your little TV. Gotta have power to do it. And since I don't have solar hooked up, and if I'm somewhere that doesn't have shore power, that's my go-to. Last but not least, one of the things I really love is my awning from Gear Top Outdoors. It's a 7x7 awning that goes over and sticks out. You can put up multiple walls. You can close your camper in for privacy. It is one of the best pieces of kit for privacy, shade, just hanging out outside the camper at the campground. It's super nice. I'll put a picture of it somewhere over here because I'm not going to get it out and hook it up today. But I do have it down to an art form. I can hook it up and take it down pretty quick at the campground, which I don't mind considering I do like 1 or 2 nighters. So that's a little bit of the gear that I like taking with me camping when I take the plywood pallets out. I don't like bringing a whole lot of stuff. I'm a real minimalist when it comes to camping. Something I can put up and take down really quick, 1 or 2 nights max. And that's just the way I like to camp and the way I like to do things. And with the stuff that my wife has bought me, it makes it a lot easier and a lot more comfortable at each campsite now. Alright guys, if you made it this far in the video, I gotta tell you something. We are planning a cross-country road trip at the end of September. Now, if you're not already following along and subscribing, hit the subscribe button because we're going to go from western North Carolina all the way up to I-80 in Illinois, over to Lake Tahoe in California, and then back. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and you're following along for all the adventures that we're fixing to go on.